Hey guys, it's Zorro25 here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the history of the Equestria Girls franchise. But of course, we need a bit of context before we jump in. In late 2010, Hasbro released Generation 4 of My Little Pony, titled My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. It was created by Lauren Faust, and it was the first generation to have a very in-depth story and a lot of world building in comparison to the older generations, whose stories and worlds weren't that fleshed out and were mostly made just to sell the toys. And don't get me wrong, this one was as well, but Lauren Faust put a lot of heart into the creation of Friendship is Magic, since My Little Pony was a franchise very near and dear to her heart as a kid, and a lot of inspiration was actually drawn from her own childhood stories playing with the toys. That's why it didn't end up feeling like a glorified toy commercial the way most toy cartoons do. And for that reason, the show had a massive success with not only kids, but also older audiences. A large part of Friendship is Magic's success can be attributed to these older fans and how loyal the fanbase became. And who can blame them? The show is very endearing and well made. Younger and older fans were really enjoying the complex storylines and characters, so we absolutely couldn't wait to see how the story went on. At the same time in 2010, Mattel released Monster High dolls, which are essentially creature dolls. They're the teenage kids of legendary monsters. They're very fashionable and they each have cool, unique traits to set them apart. The dolls were an instant success, and like any successful product, other companies wanted to leech off of the hype, and we started to see a whole bunch of new, unique looking, weird, colorful creature dolls come out.
Hello.
And guess what? Hasbro wanted a slice of that delicious Monster High cake as well. So in 2012, they started developing a project we would soon come to know as EQUESTRIA Girls. I'm not sure when exactly we all got word of the release of Equestria Girls, but I suppose it was early 2013. I can't seem to find any info or any conversation forums that could lead me to know when that happened. Hi, so this is me editing, and while I was looking for some pictures, I found this forum post of the first released picture of Equestria Girls, and it was in March 2013. So yeah, I was kind of on the right track. But at least I did find some fan opinions of when the first images of the original dolls came out. The first images of the dolls seem to have surfaced around mid-June 2013, and reactions were very mixed. A lot of fans, I'm guessing mostly bronies, were not very amused by them. Some found them to be a quick cash grab and degrading to the Friendship is Magic franchise and what it stood for. A lot of them had issues with how girly they looked and outright body shamed and slut shamed them, saying their skirts were too short and they had a lot of makeup, which is really upsetting but not surprising considering almost every single doll line from that time period was getting hated on by parents and just boring, lame adults, which led to the worst era of dolls during 2017, 2019, but that's a topic for another video. So the first movie dolls seem to have been released late June. I'm basing this off of Bin Steuben, their reviews on the dolls, because I remember at the time, I think those they were the first people to review the Equestria Girls dolls, and they uploaded the first video on June 22nd. So that's when I'm guessing the dolls released, which is shortly after the movie came out. The movie came out on June 16. So yeah, it was almost at the same time the movie came out. The first wave of dolls I remember consisted on the basic Rarity, Applejack, Pinky, and Twilight, but also the Deluxe, Fluttershy, and Rainbow Dash. I don't know why they didn't just release all the basic ones together, because of course Rainbow Dash and Fluttershy also have a basic version, which is the main version of them. But I remember they released later, and the first ones they released were the deluxe ones. These dolls are so cute and so nostalgic to me because I was like 6 or 7 when they came out, and I was so excited for them. I thought they were so cute. I really loved them. And my first Equestria Girls doll was actually Rarity because I really wanted Rainbow Dash, the deluxe one. But here in my country, we only got these 4 basic ones first. And then a bit later, we got the deluxe Rainbow Dash and Fluttershy. And then later, we got like the rest of them. The early era of the Equestria Girls dolls is so cute. I love it. The art style they used for them and the packaging was so pretty. It's still my favorite, like, kind of Equestria Girls artwork. And they also had like little like info on the back of the box for each character, like their style, and like their element and their interests, like to make them a bit more personal for each character. And I really loved taking a look at the back of the box and like reading all about that. Each doll came with a club card, which is just a card for each character, and also a sheet of stickers, a little booklet, and a comb and a personalized accessory for each doll. Also, the fact that the outfits aren't like accurate to the movie versions is very weird. I don't know why they did that. Also, with like the colors and stuff, it's weird. Like, it's like they tried to make them resemble the movie outfits in a way, but not completely. And I don't know why that is or why that happened, but it's really interesting. I also wanted to mention something very interesting, and it's that some of the dolls have Kanekalon variants. So most of them have the good, like the really good nylon hair, but some also have Kanekalon hair variants. And I think that only happens with Pinky, Rainbow Dash, and Fluttershy. Those are the only 3 that I've seen have the Kanekalon variants. Now let's take a closer look at some of the original Wave 1 basic dolls. So as you can see, I have Pinky and Twilight here with me. I don't have any of the others, and I'm not really planning on getting them. I don't know if I want to complete this collection. But they are very cute, and it's a very nostalgic line for me. Like, I think they're very pretty, but I don't know if I would go out of my way to get all of them. I just happened to get these in the past couple of years, and they're very cute. I really love them. They have the basic 5 points of articulation. They have the cute glittery eyeshadow, which I love. And it's so sad that they didn't do it for any of the later Equestria Girls dolls. Like, I love how they did their makeup. It's very, like, I love how it's blended, like the eyeshadow and the glitter. Like, it's more detailed than some of the later makeup we got on other dolls. They also have their molded on glittery tops. So there are like 2 different molds. This one, which is the strapless top mold that I find really cute and I think is my favorite. And then the one with straps that I don't like as much, but still very cute. I really like the glitter. And then they have their skirts, which they're basically made the exact same way. They have like 2 layers of fabric, and the bottom one is this like satiny one or whatever, and it has a pattern, like a shimmery pattern on top, and then the top mesh layer has glitter. too much like the character's color scheme. So as you can see, Twilight is the same. And they have their cute little boots with their cutie mark on them. They're super cute, and they have their very long, pretty, good quality hair. This is my Pinky with Kanekalon. I'm not really a fan of Kanekalon, but I don't mind it for Pinky because it holds the curls super well. Like, these are her factory curls, and they look so pretty and so bouncy and like fluffy, like Pinky's hair in the like shows and the movie. And then Twilight has this beautiful long, silky, shiny nylon hair. It's such good quality and I'm obsessed. It's so cute. I really love them. And their boots are removable, but they're like pop off. Wait, let me show you. See, they're like Brat's feet. So that's really interesting. That's something unique to the first movie dolls. The later dolls don't have that, which I'm glad they don't. But it's still interesting. I really wonder why they did that. I'm not sure which other doll lines did that for their dolls besides Bratz and Equestria Girls. But yeah, it's very interesting, and that's basically it for the first movie basic dolls. They have like holes on their backs so you can put their wings. These aren't Twilight's original wings, but you can see like the wings have a little plug thingy, and then you put it in the hole and boop. Yeah. And their backs say 2012, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 2012 Hasbro. So yeah, they're so cute. So let's talk about the deluxe dolls now. They all come with a second outfit, with a second pair of boots and some earrings, and a hair extension for you, which I found so cute as a kid. I tried to wear it, but of course it looked very funny. These outfits seem to be like the full formal outfits, but again, it's like what I said before. They are like trying to resemble the fall formal outfits, but at the same time like make them different, and I don't know why they did that, and it's so weird. Like, they use the same colors or maybe the same patterns or like the same general idea, but then change stuff, which really throws me off. It's really strange, and I would love to talk with whoever was in charge of designing these dolls on why that happened. But these are very cute. Like, I really like them. But I do think it's unfortunate we didn't get like movie accurate dolls for the first movie. But that's all right. Then we have Rarity, who I'm almost 100% sure came out later than the other deluxe dolls. Like, I think that was another assortment later on with the basic Fluttershy and the basic Rainbow Dash, and also the deluxe Rarity. Like, I think that was another wave, because I remember she released later on. But she's very cute, and again, like I said, the outfit is supposed to be like her fall formal outfit, but it's different, and I don't get it. But the second outfit is very cute. Like, their second outfits are pretty cute. Well, I only like Rarities because Fluttershy's looks a bit like a kid's costume to me, and Rainbow Dash, the one from Rainbow Dash, is just so ugly. I've never liked it, not even as a kid. Rarities is very cute though. It's very stylish and very Rarity, of course. Then the next set of dolls to release were the Doll and Pony sets that were Princess Celestia and Twilight, and these are so cute. I really like them. And the ponies that come with these dolls are just so cute. I really love them, like the way they're posed, and they just look so elegant and so pretty. I really want to get them. The dolls are like, I mean, the Princess Celestia doll is very interesting because, you know, in the movie, she's supposed to be the principal and she's older than all of the girls. But her doll version is just like dressed like a teen, or like, I don't know. I don't get why they dress her like that. But it's definitely interesting. The doll herself is very pretty, but I don't know how I feel about her outfit. But at the same time, I get that they probably didn't want to dress her in like her principal suit because that would have looked boring. But yeah, she's cute, I guess. And then we have Twilight, who I really love. She's super cute. Her outfit is adorable, and the doll is as well. Okay, so the Sunset and Twilight 2-pack, it was actually released very early on. Not necessarily as the first wave dolls, I'm pretty sure. Like the like basic ones and the Deluxe Rainbow and Fluttershy. But they came out shortly after. And I really love this set. I think it's amazing. Not only because Sunset and Twilight are like my two favorite MLP characters, but also I think they're very well done. In these stock pics, Sunset has white boots, but as far as I know, there's no variant of her with those color boots actually. And also the crown is a different color in this like prototype set. But I'm also not sure if her little like bag and earrings are, there's like a variant with them in that color, because mine are yellow. But who knows, maybe there is, because there are a couple of different like accessory variants with these dolls. So maybe there is one, but I don't know. I love the Sunset. She's so cute. I have this set and I really love it. I got it for my birthday like in 2021, and I got it for a really good price. Back then it was easy to find one. Like, it wasn't that hard to find one for a good price, but nowadays I'm really shocked at how expensive this set has become. Like, I've seen some on eBay that are going for like $100 new in box, and I got mine new in box for like around 40, I want to say, maybe a little less. But I'm glad I got it when I did. I just love it so much. And the Twilight is also so pretty. Well, she looks a bit funky in these like stock pictures because for some reason her neck is pushed down, and also the body she's on is the one, like the different one with the molded on top that has like straps. And the dolls that have removable outfits always have the one that's like strapless, so they can wear dresses like this one. So the actual official doll doesn't have that body, but I really like her. And this is also her fall formal outfit, but it's so weird. Like, I still don't get why they changed the colors. Like, they literally, all they had to do was make the dress and the boots pink, and it would have already been way more accurate to the one in the movie. I don't know why they did that, but Sunset is also like accurate, like very close, but still has some differences. So it's just strange. I'm so confused as to why they did that, but it's still a really cute set and I love it so much. And now we'll look at the 2-pack Sunset doll. I don't have Twilight here right now because my 2-pack Twilight has a bit of a modification, so I didn't really bother to bring her to show her to you guys, and I'll explain why a bit later. But Sunset is so pretty. My Sunset also has a couple of modifications. For example, I took a couple of strands of the opposite hair color and rooted them in the direction of the other hair color to give her streaks, because it really bothered me that her hair was like half and half and wasn't like, you know, blended like it's in her cartoon version where she has like streaks, you know. So I took matters into my own hands and did that, and I really like how it turned out. I didn't bother to do the whole head, but it looks very cute. And I love her makeup. I love her screening. So fierce. It's definitely one of the best Sunset screenings. I love the glitter. The makeup is so nice, and her face is really cute. She has like a mean look to her, of course, because she was supposed to be the villain, but I like that it's not like too mean, you know? Like, she just looks fierce. And she has this leather jacket. Well, leather, I don't know. It's like a fake plasticky leather material. Luckily, it's not like the pleather that peels, but it's still delicate. Like, it's still like creasing in some parts. And like, you just have to be careful with this material in general. And I also added like these shiny details to be like the studs, because I felt like she really needed them. And yeah, it suits her like really well. Her jacket is like falling apart on this side for some reason. I don't know why. Like, the thing ripped, and it's so sad, but I try not to touch it so much. But the jacket is removable. Like, this is a separate piece from the dress, so the dress is one piece, like the shirt and the skirt. Well, it seems to be like the gold part is a dress, and then they sewed this ruffle, like this top layer, but it's like this gold metallic shimmery, like iridescent, I don't know, but it's really cute. I really like it. I do wish it was like the same color as her shirt in the movie, but it's alright. Like, it's still very cute and still very, very close to what she wears in the movie. And she has her two-toned legs, which I talked about, that look very funny. I think Sunset, like, her doll should be closer to this color than her actual, like, this reddish color she has. But I don't know, it's weird. I don't know why they did that. And this doll has a very interesting body, because she has like the basic, you know, the non-articulated knees, but she does have articulated elbows, so she can bend them. It's the same as the deluxe ones, but it's really weird. I don't know why they did that, and I don't know why in the 2-pack they only gave it to Sunset and they didn't do the same for Twilight. Really strange, but whatever. And we have her boots. They're very pretty. I do wish they were black, like her boots in the movie, but they're alright. And she has like this flame pattern on only one of them. It's a really nice boot mold, and I really like how the heel is a unicorn horn. And as you can see, what I meant with that, they kept the original heel like form to make the boots. Like, if you look at this, it's like the same heel she had in the concept art drawing, so that's very cute. She's very pretty. I have a lot of Sunset dolls, but I do think this one is one of my favorites. I just think she's so pretty. I love how these first movie dolls had like really full lips. So pretty. So pretty. And also we have the hair plate Rainbow Dash. I remember she had like a name, but I don't remember what it was. I remember she had like a specific name, like Hairtastic or something like that. But she's very pretty. I'm confused why they chose Rainbow Dash to be the hair play doll when it could have been a different character that made more sense for this concept, like Rarity or like even, I don't know, Fluttershy or Pinky, because in the like getting ready for the prom scene, she's doing a lot of different hairstyles. So I don't know why they went with Rainbow Dash. Maybe because she has rainbow hair, or well, I mean, I think Rainbow Dash and Twilight were the fan favorites, so they got the most merch. But yeah, I don't know. She's really cute. And then we have the exclusive sets. These were exclusive to certain retailers. This one was exclusive to Toys R Us, and it's the Canada High Pep Rally set featuring Vice Principal Luna. And this set is very cute, but it's so random. I get the pep rally concept because of the scene, well, the pep rally scene in the cafeteria, but it's very different because these are like cheerleaders, and I guess they were also kind of like cheerleaders in that scene, but they have like full on cheerleading uniforms and pom-poms, and like it's so random, but I don't know. I mean, it's cute at least, and it sort of kind of makes sense. It also comes with the first Equestria Girl doll of Princess Luna, and she's quite cute. I like her. It's the same case as the Celestia doll. Like, I like the doll itself, but the outfit feels just so strange to me. Like, I don't understand. Yeah, like, I don't get it. But she's cute. I mean, I don't know why specifically she's in this set, and I don't get her outfit, but she's cute, and I guess it's fun that we got dolls of Luna and Celestia for the first movie. And I'm also pretty sure that Luna, this design of Luna, was like one of the earliest ones they did for the dolls, because I saw like an old concept art drawing of her, which is very pretty, but I don't know, I'm still confused by it. The next exclusive is a Walmart exclusive Hairblade Twilight from the Through the Mirror line, which was a Walmart exclusive, a line that was based, well, it was very inspired by the Equestria Girls movie. Of course, I mean, we have the doll here, but also it like they made ponies also kind of inspired by the dolls. So there's like a fashion style Twilight that's kind of wearing the outfit from the basic Equestria Girls Twilight doll, and all the ponies have like makeup like the Equestria Girls dolls, like the glitter makeup. And they also made Sunset and a smaller Twilight. Like, it's a very cute line. I love it, and it's so nostalgic because I had the Sunset and Twilight sets. But I really love this Twilight. I love her so much. She's so freaking cute, and I love her long hair. And I like that they used the strapless top mold this time around. And I don't know, I just find her so pretty. I remember I wanted her so bad as a kid, and I saw her once at a store, but I was with my mom, and my mom didn't really allow me to get dolls, so I didn't get her, and I never found her again. But I'm sure if I had been with my dad, he would have definitely gotten her for me, which is so sad because I really want her now. And I'm hoping I can get one soon because I just love her and she's so cute. And I love Twilight. Like, she's my favorite. So, of course, I love this doll. And I love the soft nylon hair these earlier dolls had. So, yes, a need for her. I need her. She's so cute. The next exclusive is a Target exclusive Pinkie Pie doll from the Pinkie Pie's boutique line, which was also a Target exclusive line of like Pinkie merch, but it was kind of like emo because it was like Pinkie Pie, but she had like black accents and stuff. And it was also a very cute line. It was very strange. I don't know why they did it, but it's so cute. And this Pinkie is so cute. She's like more of in the deluxe format of the dolls because she's on the articulated body. And she comes with a second outfit and a second pair of boots and the hair extension. And she's very pretty, but it's so unfortunate that Pinkie or like Applejack and Twilight didn't get a deluxe doll like the other three did, because it's weird. I don't know why they didn't just make them all in their like fake prom outfits to go together, but I guess it's all right. But yeah, she's pretty cute. I like the black in her hair. She's very pretty. Very random, but very cute, and I like her, so that's cute. And now I want to talk about some like early drawings or like, I don't know, like early concepts of Equestria Girls dolls that I found of like this first era. And first up, we have like a Twilight doll and pony set, and I love this art style. Like, it's so adorable. I love like the way they draw, like the way they did their eyes, and like, I don't know, it looks so cute. The feet look kind of funny, but I did see this other sketch of like Rarity with also feet like this, and the artist said it was because they were trying to do like to make the feet like the hooves, so it resembled them a bit. So probably earlier on they were trying that, and later on they just scrapped it. But she's so cute and it's so interesting. I'm not entirely sure if this is supposed to be for the doll and pony set, but I think it is because the pony is like the same. But what's interesting is that the outfit, like the top and the like flowy skirt part, is very similar to the basic Twilight doll. Like the main one, and the little fairy wings as well look so much like that. But then the shoes are the shoes from the actual like doll and pony set doll. And I don't know, that's so random. I wonder what's the deal with that, and like how they got to what they released. Like, I really am so interested in that. Like, I really am very curious about like the design process for the Equestria Girls dolls, and how they got to the final product, and why some of them are so different to how they look like in the movies and such, because it's actually very common for Equestria Girls to have very different outfits to what they wear in the movies. And I don't know why that is. It's so random, but I don't think we'll ever get to know that. Then we have another concept art that I really love because it's so cute, and it's of the Twilight and Sunset 2-pack. And now I'm also very confused on this because the Twilight the outfit is basically the exact same the doll has, but it's in the actual movie accurate colors. And it's so confusing. Like, why did they change them? Why didn't they just leave the colors as they were? Like, I don't know, it's so random. And you can see the date of this was the 3rd of September? Oh no, of August of 2012. So as early as the 3rd, August 3rd, 2012, they already had these designs, which is so interesting. And the name is Project PG Fall Formal. And my theory is that PG stands for Pony Girls. And maybe that was supposed to be the original name, but who knows? But these are so cute. And Sunset is very interesting. I'm guessing she was supposed to have a fall formal outfit originally, which I'm surprised she didn't because it was such a big deal. Like the fall formal, I know it was mostly for the crown and she only cared about the crown, but thinking about that, like evil Sunset, I'm sure she would have loved to make a big deal out of the fall formal and like have an outfit and stuff. So that's very interesting. And it's interesting how, like, her heel shape ended up turning into her boots. Like, the boots have that exact same shape and, like, those details. And it's also interesting that her skin tone is that same weird red color that the first Equestria Girl Sunset dolls have. I don't know why she's, like, red when in the movies she's like this yellowy orangey color, and all her dolls have that same like sunburned color. I don't know why. I have a theory that it's maybe because since we already had Fluttershy and Applejack in like those yellowish tones, maybe they didn't want another yellow doll, but it's weird. I don't know. But oh, and also she has her yellow and then her red leg like her final doll, which is also very funny. And I don't know why they did that, but it's fun, I guess. And the final doll also has that flame pattern. And what I'm noticing is Twilight also had like her cutie mark pattern on her leg, but her doll didn't end up having that, which is also very interesting. I don't know. I love this artwork. Like, it's so freaking pretty. Like, I don't know. I just love this style. It's so, so cute. And last but not least, we have Principal Luna's design that I was talking about. And see, like, I'm so confused. Like, what is going on? Why is she like that? Like, I guess it makes sense for a princess, but not for a vice principal. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but it's very cute. And these all seem to be, well, the Sunset and Twilight one and the Luna one seem to be from like the same era because they have like the same kind of like facial features and stuff. But the other Twilight one, in my opinion, is like way earlier because it's a bit more far from the final product. Whereas the Twilight and Sunset and Luna ones look a lot like the final product. So that's very interesting. And now, last but not least, we have my very special project, which are my custom signature, like hybrid Equestria Girls collection dolls with the heads of the first movie dolls. And it's a project that I'm so proud of. I worked on it for a while and I'm just so happy with the result. So basically, what I did was, well, I wanted dolls of them in their signature outfits, but I find the like released Equestria Girls collection dolls to be quite disappointing and lackluster. So I, of course, took matters into my own hands and I was like, well, I really like the heads of the first movie dolls, so why don't I find some cheap ones and put them on the bodies of the Equestria Girls collection dolls and tweak them a little bit to make them more accurate. And that's exactly what I did. And not only because of that, but also because the Equestria Girls collection dolls have, like, they don't have as nice screenings as these, and their hair is polypropylene, like really bad one. So of course I don't want any dolls with bad hair. So here they are all finished. The first one I did was Twilight, and her head is actually the head from my 2-pack Twilight and Sunset set. And I really couldn't wait to do Twilight, so she was the one I got first. And I painted her boots to be more movie accurate. And yeah, that's basically all I did to her. I didn't do that much, just painted her boots and changed her head to this pretty one with the beautiful hair. And I actually dressed up as Equestria Girls Twilight for Halloween. So that was really fun, and Twilight is my fave. So of course I had to do her first. And then the others went arriving. I had to order a lot of them from eBay, so they took a while to get here. But at last they got here, and I'm so happy. Applejack was the only one that I was able to get here. Well, the head, the bodies were all from eBay. And unfortunately, she had like a little scuff. So I had to fix that a bit with paint, which is a little bit noticeable, but not too much. And I really love her. I also painted the brown on her boots, and I stitched her skirt to have like these details because they were printed on. And I painted her belt. So that's really cute. And I just love these. I love the long, nice nylon hair. And the first movie, Applejacks, actually have red streaks in their hair, which I find so interesting. Again, another design choice that I don't get why they did it, but I still find really cute, and I'm glad they did it. And look at her pretty eyeshadow. Like, see, this is why the first movie dolls' heads are superior. Then we have Pinky, and this is actually the Pinky with nylon hair. So if you remember that earlier I showed you my other basic Pinky, you can see like the difference in the hair. The nylon is way shinier and looks like silkier, and then Canacolon looks more dry, you know? But here she is. Her head is sadly a bit yellowed, but it's not that noticeable anymore. I really love her hair, and her ponytail is cut. Unfortunately, her original owner didn't like it probably, so they cut it off. And I made her little bracelets because she didn't have them, so that her outfit was more complete. And her boots, I also painted them. She was a miraculous find because I couldn't find any of the Equestria Girls collection Pinky dolls on eBay, and I found her in a very cheap bundle with a Boxy Girls doll, like so cheap. So of course I had to get it just for her, and I'm so happy that I did. And then we have Miss Fluttershy, who was actually the second one that I was the most excited to work on, because I really love Fluttershy and I really like her Equestria Girls look. So this is the nylon Fluttershy. I actually got the Canacolon one first, and I was so sad, but luckily I was able to find one with nylon, and I'm so happy. Yeah, she has I put this little sticker here in the shape of a butterfly to make her butterfly clip. Look at her makeup, so cute. She has her little top and the skirt, is a bit damaged, like her decal, but originally her skirt only had like a very ugly hot pink ruffle sewed onto it, which I didn't like at all because in the movie her skirt is like two layers, like the top one and the bottom one. So what I did is I grabbed some fabric I had and I sewed it onto the bottom of the skirt to make the layer, and it looks so much better. I'm so happy with how she ended up looking. And I also painted her boots, of course, and she just looks amazing. I'm so happy. And the Fluttershy dolls from the first movie also have the same thing as Applejack, where she has dark pink streaks. And as you probably saw from the clip of me showing the comparison between nylon Fluttershy's hair and Kanekalon Fluttershy's hair, is that Kanekalon Fluttershy has red streaks, which is so weird. But since the Kanekalon pink hair is darker pink, I get maybe why they're red, so they could like stand out more. But yeah, a very interesting detail that I didn't notice until I got these dolls. And then we have a Rainbow Dash, who is so pretty as well. Look at her glitter and her very long hair. I love that it has multiple colors, which is something that they stopped doing with the later ones. She also has her ponytail cut because she's from the same seller as Pinky, and yeah, that's why I think they didn't like those ponytails. But I painted the black line here. I was thinking about painting her cutie mark like she has it in the movie, but I thought maybe it would be a bit too difficult, so I stayed away from that. Then I gave her the little bracelets. I also made them, and I painted just the bottom of her shoes. That was all she was missing. But she's so cute, love her, and of course she's very nostalgic because I had her as a kid. Well, the Deluxe Rainbow Dash with this same head, and I also had the basic one actually. Just like, oh, I'm so happy with this. And then we have Rarity. Look at her, she's also very nostalgic because I had her as a kid, and she has her little diamond hair clip. She has her bracelets that I made, and her boots. I painted the bottom and the top part, and I curled her hair a little bit so it looked more like hers. She's actually balding a lot, but I'm not going to show you that. But yes, I'm so happy with the result of my project. It was a very spontaneous project, like it came out of nowhere. Well, it came out after I started like really falling in love with Equestria Girls and My Little Pony again, and I'm just really happy I got to fulfill my wish and get some very pretty movie accurate dolls. And this is what I feel the first movie dolls should have looked like. Like, I don't know why they didn't do it, but I feel like these should have been the first movie dolls if they were done correctly. So I'm very happy with them, and in my shelf I display them with Sunset because Sunset is pretty good as is. I would love to make a more accurate Sunset, but I'm not sure which boot mold to use for her. I was thinking maybe Fluttershy's because this part is similar, but they would have to be modified somehow, but I don't know. I'm still not sure. So for now, the 2-pack Sunset will have to do, and she still looks very cute. So yes, that's it for my amazing Equestria Girls project. And lastly, I want to talk about this presentation that was held in like September 2013 after the movie had come out, and like Equestria Girls was already known. We got our first glance at Rainbow Rocks, which is so crazy. Like the movie had just come out, and the like plans for the second movie were already out. I know that things are always like worked on in advance, but it's so interesting how they worked on the sequel so immediately, and we can see some of the early designs which are so interesting. The art style is also very pretty, but like again, it's very interesting to see how they went from this to the final product and seeing that they have like they kept some aspects of these early designs for the final dolls. Like the one I'm seeing the most is Twilight, because her final like Rainbow Rocks doll, her main doll from the movie, has the exact same shoes and the exact same like head mic bow thing. Like they have that, like they kept that, but the outfit is completely different. Like these outfits are completely different to what we got in the end. And same for Rainbow, like they kept her shoes, they're the exact same, and the head mic, but then the outfit is different, but the pattern on her skirt is the same pattern on her final skirt, which is so interesting. Like I don't know, I love this. And I don't know who this white like Halloweeny bat heel girl is in the back. I'm sure she was probably an early design of like Sonata or Aria, like one of the villains. But it's so interesting. Like I don't know, I love that. And we can see like the mood board for this era, and we can see 21. Come back, who I love, of course, we have the iconic K-pop girl group 21. It makes so much sense that they were in the mood board for the Rainbow Rocks era and like fashions, because their fashions were also very like eclectic, I guess you could say. But yeah, like there was definitely some heavy K-pop inspiration for the Rainbow Rocks dolls and outfits. So with this sneak peek of what was to come the next year, we're going to be ending this video. So I really hope you enjoyed this like new format of video that I'm trying out. I really wanted to talk about the history of Equestria Girls dolls because I really love them and I've fallen in love with them again lately. I've been collecting them for the past couple of months now again. They were a really big part of my childhood, and I think it's a very interesting doll line that isn't very discussed in the doll community. I know a lot of people in the doll community don't like them because their quality wasn't the best and they weren't the best dolls in the market at the time, but they're still very interesting. They're very pretty in my opinion, and the movies were really good. I don't know, like I just really like them, so I wanted to talk about their history a bit more. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and comment and share if you want to support the channel, and subscribe if you haven't already. And please stay tuned for part 2, where we will be talking about 2014 and Rainbow Rocks and like the peak of the Equestria Girls franchise. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.